Gave you through this stupid president $350 billion. We gave you military equipment, and your men are brave, but they had to use our military.
What about
if you didn't have our military...
In the midst of a protracted conflict with Russia, Ukraine's quest for sovereignty faced a pivotal moment. A high-stakes meeting between U.S. President Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy unfolded at the White House, capturing global attention. This encounter not only strained U.S. Ukraine relations, but also tested international alliances and the resolve of nations supporting Ukraine's fight for freedom. On February 28, 2025, President Zelenskyy arrived in Washington, D.C., seeking to solidify support against Russian aggression. The agenda included discussions on a minerals deal vital to Ukraine's economy and defense. However, the meeting took an unexpected turn. President Trump, alongside Vice President J.D. Vance, criticized Zelenskyy, accusing him of ingratitude for U.S. aid and hindering peace efforts. The confrontation escalated, with raised voices and sharp exchanges, marking an unprecedented moment in U.S. diplomacy. The anticipated minerals agreement remained unsigned as Zelenskyy abruptly departed the Oval Office. The fallout was immediate. European leaders, including UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer and French President Emmanuel Macron, rallied behind Zelenskyy, emphasizing unwavering support for Ukraine's sovereignty. Macron proposed a one-month truce to test Russia's commitment to peace, reflecting Europe's dedication to a diplomatic resolution. In the United States, the Ukrainian diaspora expressed outrage. In the San Francisco Bay Area, an emergency rally condemned the White House's treatment of Zelenskyy, highlighting fears that a U.S. pivot towards Russia could undermine Ukraine's defense capabilities.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, you can...
He's not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. Your country is in big trouble.
Can I
Wait a
answer?
minute. No, you've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning. You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of coming out okay because of us.
Mr. President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
you haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet,
you
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this cabinet.
We gave you, through this stupid president, $350 billion. We gave you military equipment, and your men are brave, but they had to use our military.
What about
if you didn't have our military equipment,
if
you didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3 days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days. This is something
maybe
new.
Less.
In 2 weeks. Of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this, I tell you.
Amid the turmoil, diplomatic efforts intensified. Lord Mandelson urged Zelenskyy to sign an economic deal with the U.S., aiming to bind the nations together in future peace negotiations. This strategy sought to ensure U.S. involvement in any resolution to the conflict, reinforcing Ukraine's position on the global stage. Simultaneously, discussions about NATO's role surfaced. UK Armed Forces Minister Luke Pollard suggested that European military deployments in Ukraine could proceed without U.S. backing, but emphasized that lasting peace would require American participation. This underscored the complexities of international defense collaborations and the necessity of unified support for Ukraine. Despite the challenges, President Zelenskyy remained steadfast. He dismissed calls for an apology to President Trump, asserting that Ukraine's freedom was not for sale. Zelenskyy reiterated that any peace agreement must include robust security guarantees to prevent future Russian aggression, rejecting mere ceasefires as insufficient. In a display of leadership, Zelenskyy expressed optimism about salvaging relations with the U.S., emphasizing the importance of continued dialogue. He announced plans to send a draft peace plan to the U.S., and expressed readiness to finalize the minerals deal, highlighting his commitment to Ukraine's sovereignty and international partnerships. The Trump-Zelenskyy confrontation was an important moment in Ukraine's fight against Russia. It showed how complicated international politics can be, how hard it is to get strong support, and how determined Ukraine is to protect its freedom. As world leaders try to find solutions, the fight for a fair and lasting peace in Ukraine is a symbol of the strength of freedom and democracy. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to our channel.